Now, y'all told me y'all love to see me do my hair, so here we are again. Only this time I'm teaming up with Ywigs to bring you their Boho crochet locks with body wave hair, okay? Y'all, look at the penmanship. Is this penmanship? No, the workmanship. I cannot. It is too early in the video for me to be this silly. Y'all, I hope you have been enjoying the abundance of videos that I've been putting out, the abundance of videos that I've been releasing. Okay, definitely giving you guys a ton of patterns and foundations to work with, whether you're going to be doing this with the locks, the knotless braids, twists, so on and so forth. You guys should have so many options to choose from. Of course, I am actually going to post a separate video showing you how I got this particular base, just because I really want you guys to get into it, okay? Now, I knew that I was going to be wearing this style for just about a week, maybe a week and a half. Y'all, I'm saying this, recording this voiceover, it has now been 3 weeks. Now, I usually recommend that you use smaller boxes, even smaller braids or cornrows to really secure the base, but I'm not gonna lie, this did exactly what I needed to do. The way that I typically measure out the hair or to determine, what size I want those boxes to be, I'll literally measure the actual strand of pre-looped hair up against mine, and then I kind of go from there. Like, if this was a realistic individual, how much hair would I want surrounding that actual braid? I think about it that way, and that typically makes it a lot easier for me. And then, of course, I have been corrected so many times about whether or not this is considered crochet. I think just for the sake of like the technique and the broader terms being used, I'm going to continue to call it crochet, although we know it is technically a latch hook. If you guys are not familiar with it, it's literally a hook with a latch on it that allows you to open and close it. You guys can see I literally just take a section of the pre-looped hair and wrap that loop around the hook area, close down the latch, slide the hair through, and then of course I just pull it out. Now, I was wearing some really like flimsy press-on, so I didn't really know how I felt about it. I felt like I should have been able to move even faster through this style, but I'm not gonna lie, these press-ons were really flimsy and not, I don't know, they were just in the way. So anyway, if you guys want to do this at home, definitely make sure that you are not wearing super long nails, because I did notice that the actual pre-loops were very tight. Now, I did actually have the ability to kind of maneuver them and open them up a little bit more. So just be mindful of that. If this is your first time doing it and you're like, Chrissy, I'm having a hard time getting it through, I was too, girl, okay? It took me somewhere about halfway during this actual video before I actually realized, like, oh, I can actually just open it up. So yeah, keep that in mind. If for any reason you're struggling a little bit, just take an extra little moment and wiggle your finger in between the little hole and it'll open up a little bit more for you. Now, if you're planning on reusing this, obviously you don't want to stretch it out so far because you will end up needing to double loop it when you reinstall it, but that's for another video, okay? Now, when it comes down to the braid down, I really wanted to focus on the fact that, like, I want to be able to put this up into a ponytail. So you guys will see I am double checking the work because I want to see what it's going to look like, just to make sure that I really had enough covered. And in this case, I definitely did. To know me is to know that if I'm wearing any type of braided style, it's usually going to be in a half up, half down, maybe even a little claw clip, pull back, okay, some type of bun or ponytail. I'm definitely feeling like I'm stepping into the queen energy anytime that I wear braided styles. Like, y'all, okay, we'll talk about it. For now, I want to make sure that you guys know exactly 24 strands of hair came in one package. I did receive a total of 3 packages, so let's do the math, okay? 72 strands in total is what I received. Obviously, you can totally get away with a lot less. What I would recommend doing, though, is making sure that you complete the entire perimeter of your hair and actually just a braid down, because I've seen some people get started installing the hair before even completing the braid down. Step number 1, get your foundation nice and set. Step number 2, go around the perimeter of your hair, because if you were like me and you really want to be able to put it into a ponytail, girl, we are done at this point. Like, this would have literally been about a hour install at this point. So you decide what it is that you would like to do. In my case, I don't mind taking it a little bit step further, just because I knew that I was going to do a half up, half down. And I'll show you a couple styles like towards the end of this. Now, when you guys want to, get into like the details of the hair, Let's talk about it. Did this shed? Absolutely. Okay. Any form of boho hair is naturally going to shed. It doesn't matter if it's the locks, doesn't matter if it is the braids, simply because the hair is being fed into itself, and these are individual strands. So whenever I went to like go and detangle the hair, of course I would take my spray bottle with just a little bit of distilled water in there, no conditioner, no mousse, nothing additional from this actual video. Literally, I would spray it down and then start to finger detangle. I would absolutely get a few strands that would come out, and it was never a big deal to me. Now, of course, when you're going to fill this in, you do not want to focus any of the hair in more spots than like others. What do I mean by that? Literally just go sparingly across your head until it's completely full. You constantly want to check if for any reason there are any gaps. You could absolutely go back in and apply a few more pieces. I know some people feel weird about having that connected braid in between. You guys, you could absolutely add another strand of hair if you wanted to. For me, it just ends up being a waste because I don't need my hair to be super full to the point that I cannot get it into a ponytail, because my goal is to wear it in a ponytail. So again, this is all just for inspiration, just so you guys really kind of get a feel for it. The hair itself, y'all, was super soft. I'm gonna show y'all in just a bit how I took a little bit of mousse and kind of got it together. I never had to apply mousse again. And I received so many compliments on the hair, just like throughout the time of wearing it. It just flows. I mean, really true vacation hair. If you guys are really looking for something to kind of just get up and go, this is my goal. I really want us to kind of back away a little bit from the wigs and really just get into healthy hair. And I feel that this style, or this technique period, has really become a real foolproof protective style for me. And as long as I'm keeping up with my trims, I'm pretty much good. Now, I absolutely look forward to like using this hair again, but in color, because I know a lot of the times y'all are like, Chrissy, the black looks nice, but most of it is getting disguised simply because of the fact that my hair is black. So I want to try it with color just to give you guys a little bit more variety, and so that you guys will know what it will look like in case you tried it as well. Keep in mind, this is an illusion. It's crochet, and that's okay. I continue to say that because I really want this to be a firm motto within our channel, because at this point, I don't want you guys to feel uncomfortable with trying new styles, new things, and as y'all can see here, I am not afraid of it at all. I embrace it. I love it. For the most part, when people come up to me, they're like, oh my God, who braided your hair? Like, where can I get their number? Where do I need to go? And of course, I just referenced my video. And so I say all that to say, when you get into the habit of doing it yourself, not only do you feel more beautiful, but there's like a pride in just knowing that like, I'm taking care of my hair. Like, you aren't becoming dependent upon stylists. You aren't feeling inadequate when you don't have the funds to get it done. Y'all, the one-time investment truly is going to be in the bundled hair, simply because it is human. If you guys decide that you want to use this technique and, you know, select a different brand of hair, do what you feel. So absolutely, would I recommend this hair? Yes, I would, again and again, just because you're really able to get the most out of your investment. Unlike a lot of other styles, when you go to a braider, let's say you pay $500 to $1,200 for the style, sometimes even more, depending on the location. That is a one-time wear. Once you remove it, I've seen some people try to go in and save the little pieces of human hair, but you guys, why do that? Okay, why do that when you can do this? And of course, there will be a removal video for the other styles that I have also posted along with this one as well, just so that we can make sure that we are all on one accord. And I really, really love to use the elastic bands, just simply because, and they're more like the headband elastic bands. You guys will notice I'll use that for the ponytails just because they stay a lot tighter. I don't have to worry about them popping and breaking just from being like strained so much. So it gives a lot of flexibility. And then of course I went in with my Pattern Beauty mousse. Now this mousse is really, really thick. I don't care for it on my natural hair, but I love it on my boho or any type of like curly weave because it really only needs to be applied one time. So I did not end up washing this hair the entire time that I had it in. There was really no need because, again, I intended on wearing it for about a week and a half. Here we are at 3 weeks and all that I'm doing is literally getting it nice and wet. I've had one time where I went into the shower and just like completely drenched the hair, not my roots, not my base, because again, if your foundation is not really smooth, sleek, and I mean, those braids are really nice and set, your hair is literally just gonna get super frizzy and puff up. So you wanna be mindful. If you're gonna be wearing this on vacation, absolutely make sure that you're using a really good edge control. It would technically be no different than when you do like the individuals, but you would wanna make sure that the middle part, that base, is really secure. So if you're gonna be sewing it down, make sure that you've done a great job of that. And like I said, I'll be sure to post the video showing the base for this actual style as well. And when it comes to the edges, of course, you can opt out if you decide that you don't want to do it. I typically go back and forth between either my Pattern Beauty edge control, the edge booster, and there's another braid gel that I've really started to like. It's La Flare. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but anywho, of course, all of my favorite products will be listed down below. There will be a direct link to this hair. I definitely earned commission on it, so if you guys want to continue to support me, make sure that you are using that link to purchase the hair. And y'all, I mean, I think we have a promising style. If you guys are looking for something to wear year-round, this is it. If you guys are in the position and wanting to grow your natural hair, now's the time, okay? Go ahead and get you a nice big chop. The shorter your hair, the better this style is, truly. So when I tell you I have y'all in mind, this is not like, I'm not making this up. I am truly doing this for you guys. I know that there are so many women out there with shorter, kinkier, textured hair, and we have the illusion that our hair does not grow. It's not true. I'm here to prove that to you so that we can grow and learn together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, at this point, I have really fallen in love with any type of boho crochet. Y'all, it has my heart, really and truly. I love y'all so much. Stay pretty. Thank you, Ywigs, for sending me this. And of course, y'all know I will see you in my very next video. Bye, babies. Love y'all.